Yo, what is up, guys? What's going on? Let's get this fixed. Boom. Here we go. What is up? Pre-game, South Carolina Ole Miss. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to say this right off the jump because it's something that hit me. And before we get going, I want to give you guys all a major shout out and just say thank you to you all, because I'm not going to lie to you, probably the last 3 or 4 hours, I have been dreading this basketball game. I like I said, you guys tune in and you rock with what I do because I'm very blunt and very honest. And to be very blunt and to be very honest with you, I have not, I'm even less excited than I expected to be. And I wasn't very excited to begin with. That's saying a lot. But as I was about to sit down and do the show and do this pregame show, I thought to myself, dude, you guys, honestly, you that all have tuned in all season long, you guys have all made this worth it and made it bearable for what we've had to put up with and watch this season. So thank you guys so much. You guys have actually given me reason to look forward to basketball, to look forward to the pregame, to look forward to talking about this basketball team, because at least we have this faithful few of Gamecock fans who are still willing to tune in to listen to me ramble and complain and bitch and moan about how bad we are. So, again, thank you guys for giving that to me, for giving me what feels like a reason to come on this pregame show and talk basketball and all that. So, again, Gamecocks taking on Ole Miss. I believe Georgia and Mizzou are at halftime right now, so it's probably looking like tip-off for South Carolina. The game probably won't even begin until 9:30. I'll tell you guys this, too. Again, you guys rock with me because I'm blunt and I'm honest and everything. I've really thought to myself, I'm like, man, because the majority of the show, the focus of tomorrow's podcast is going to be my predictions my prediction for South Carolina, Texas, for that 3-game series. Because like I told you guys, if you did not know, normally on Thursdays, I would do the series preview and give my prediction. We're going to break that up from now on, starting this week, obviously. My series predictions will be on Friday to spread out the content and kind of make things interesting for you guys. So my predictions will come out tomorrow, but that's going to be the focus of the show tomorrow. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, do I want to just go ahead and after the live, just honestly record the podcast and just assume we lose? I know that sounds terrible, but again, I'm honest. I'm just blunt, man. Like I'll be honest with you. I really don't want to be up till midnight recording a podcast talking about our shit ass basketball team. And again, I know that might sound harsh and that might sound bad, and but I know you guys all feel the same. I know you guys all feel the same, and yeah, I'm like, man, I have been cursing the fact we got this 9:00 game all day long. And yeah, USC Insider, see, that's the funny part. If I did that, I'd almost guarantee you we would win. I'd almost guarantee you we win. Now, Courtney, I'm not going to do it. What I'm probably going to do, though, is if we're down by like 10 or so at half, I'm going to go ahead and record the show and get it out of the way because, I hate to sit there and wait, like I said, until 11:30 for the inevitable happen that we already knew was going to happen anyways. So I'm definitely pulling for them. I'm pulling for the Gamecocks. There's no question. I'm pulling for the Gamecocks. I am. I'm pulling for the Gamecocks. I'm pulling for the Gamecocks 110%. And, I'm pulling for them to go all the way. But I'm also being very realistic. And I don't think that's going to happen. So who knows, though? The tournament's a different beast. It's a different animal. We'll see what happens. Oh, let me, my bad, guys. God, did I forget to put this up today, too? The overlay? Did I forget to put that up? I apologize, guys. Taking your questions, comments. If you guys do want to call in, 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open. Again, tip-off for South Carolina Ole Miss, probably in about an hour and 15 minutes. Phil says, I wouldn't be surprised if we beat Ole Miss tonight. Yeah, I love the jinx. I love it. Christian Carver, we're just playing house money as Gamecocks. Yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll see. One of two things is going to happen, both which I think will put a smile on our face. We're either going to surprise everyone and win and maybe start this magical run in the SEC tournament, or we're going to lose and our season will mercifully come to an end. So one of those two things will happen. One of those two things will happen. Here's some more good news for you. If we win tonight, guess what? We get the 9:30 game again tomorrow night. So you guys will have to pick what you want to watch more, baseball or basketball. So it is what it is, man. That's kind of where we are right now. It's just kind of where we are right now. So, yeah, again, the faithful few in this chat. But again, seriously, I do appreciate you guys. You guys are really what make this worth it. I mean, I would not be doing these pregame and these post games and all this stuff if you guys didn't tune in, if you didn't interact, if you weren't engaging. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, you guys are obviously there every step of the way and supporting. And, John Gibbs, we will win tonight, Chris. You'll have another basketball podcast. And again, it's not like I want us to lose. I'm just to the point where, like, I've just kind of come to accept what this team is going to give us. I mean, Christian Carver, the baseball game got moved to 3:30 because of rain coming tomorrow night. And also, yeah, I did see that. So Saturday first pitch is at now 3:30 Eastern instead of 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night still slated for 7:30 Eastern time, but Saturday now at 3:30. Trip Roche, my prediction for the basketball game tonight, 82-70 Ole Miss. Baseball prediction will drop tomorrow. That's literally what the podcast revolves around. So let's see. It says, Chris, hope we win. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'll be pulling for my boys because I'm a basketball fan in general. And to answer your question, you did forget to put the number up this afternoon. Apologize. Probably won't have my prediction. South Carolina 75, Ole Miss 70. As always, love your show. Apologize for that. Yeah, I took it down because we had the banner on there last night. I apologize for that. Skyland says, Chris, imagine a year from now we're all the Pat Founders versus Texas under the lights. Yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, they come to our place. Come to our place next year. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome series. And I think this weekend is going to be an awesome series, too. It's going to be incredible. Phil says, this team is talented. It just hasn't come together for them. We can point fingers all we want, but the bottom line is we have underperformed yet again. That's a fact. That's a fact, Phil. You're right. That's a fact. We have underperformed yet again. So, like you said, like many have said also, Frank wants you to come back. If you don't make the tournament, pack your bags. But again, I've already made my point. I've said my piece, and I know some of you may not agree with me. But hey, if I'm Frank Martin and that's the minimum expectation, I'm walking. I'm walking on my own because there's nothing within this program. There's nothing that tells me this team is, one, going to be better next year, and just two, is going to make the tournament. I mean, it feels like a no-win situation if you're Frank Martin. So, Carolina Rangers, Chris, are you looking forward to the South Carolina, Texas baseball games this weekend? Absolutely 110% yes. I cannot wait. Gonna be awesome. I'll tell you this. So my guy that puts the graphics together for me, the ones you see every Friday, the series preview graphic, if you will, where it like compares the two teams and has the statistics and the jerseys and all that. Every time he sends that to me on Thursday, dude, I get fired up. I'm like, let's freaking go. And he sent me the Texas one today, and I'm like, dude, let's go. So, yeah, no, listen, I'm really fired up for it. Again, I think it's going to be college baseball at its finest. It is. It's going to be college baseball at its finest, and the big matchup tomorrow night with Farr and Madden. And, it's going to be a challenge for us for sure. I mean, obviously, again, Texas is a really good ball club, and going to their place, we're going to find out what this team's made of a little bit. You know what I mean? We're going to really see. But I think it's just going to be a great display of college baseball all the way around, man. I'm expecting a great series. So, Hold on, guys. Sound like someone's playing music outside. Hold on. I'm about to see what's going on out here. We got people outside. It's my neighbor. Sorry, guys. I think that was my neighbor. I think my neighbor's jamming to some Lil Uzi Vert right now, and I was like, where is that coming from? You can hear everything. It's just insane. Let's see. John Gibbs says that's the purpose of your show. We can disagree and still talk about it. No hard feelings. We agree 99.9% of the time. So, LOL. Yeah. No, I mean, and that's I love the banter, and I love I love to disagree. I love the banter, seriously. So, but yeah. Listen, I'm pulling for this basketball team, man. I want the best for this basketball team. It's just been a really hard year for all of us. I mean, listen, I know it's been a hard year for the players, for the coaches, administration, everybody involved in that program. But damn, it's been a tough season for the fans, man. It's been a really tough season. And like I said, man, like I said before, anybody who has paid their hard-earned money to go to a game, or anybody who's watched every single game like we have, you deserve a pat on the back, a medal, something, a letter from Ray Tanner himself. You deserve something. I can tell you that right now. So, Phil, my apologies. Phone lines are open now, 843-790-3377. I forgot I'd cut them off before. I get a lot of spam calls during the day, which I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So I normally have that off or on, excuse me. But phone lines are open now, Phil, if you do want to call back in. Again, 843-790-3377. They are open for sure. I just opened them up. So Courtney Washington said, I think they did enough to get in the tournament last season. I still haven't forgotten about that last season when Vandy finished 18-13. We had a better record and didn't get in. See, I don't think we'd have gotten in the tournament last year. I think we were fighting for the NIT. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. All right, let's jump to the phone lines here.
Justin.
Hey, Justin, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking.
You reckon? Hey, Chris. I was happy yesterday that Sockeye baseball beat Citadel.
Yeah, the beat Citadel. Yeah, no, it was a hell of a game, man. Hey, just win anyway. Find a way. Doesn't matter how you do it. All it matters is that you do it. So, no, I was really happy with the result, and obviously, the comeback and the dramatics, and it's just, this team keeps finding ways to win. That's all that matters. So.
Oh yeah. And Chris, are we the only baseball team on the field right now?
Undefeated? No, there's other teams that are undefeated. No, there are definitely other teams that are undefeated. So I think I'd have to pull up the list. I know my buddies from 11.7, they put it out, but I don't know for sure. I think, Arkansas, definitely. They're one. Arkansas is undefeated. There's like 6 or 7 other teams that are undefeated. So, no, we're not the only ones.
Yeah, because also they got a good baseball team too, huh, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Arkansas is nasty. Yeah. Yeah, Arkansas. And we play them, too. That's the fun part. So, and I mean, again, that's not for a while. I think it's like it's actually the weekend of the spring game when the spring game's planned for. But, yeah, here you go. So it's, let's see. It's Arkansas, Fordham, or let's see. Yeah, Arkansas, Fordham, Southern Illinois. Or no, excuse me. This is Saluki baseball? No, Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois. USC Upstate's undefeated. Navy, St. John, Oklahoma State, UMBC. Yeah, UMBC baseball, Lamar, and Delaware. So 11 teams are undefeated. So, but we are far from the only one. But it's early in the season, man. I mean, it's just, but nobody's going to finish undefeated. I can promise you that.
Yeah, and Chris, you can see a team can lose like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's baseball. It's random. You're going to lose. Bottom line. So we're probably. I mean, there's a great saying in baseball, at least relating to professional, but you can relate it to college too. I mean, listen, in baseball, you're going to win a third of the games you play. You're going to lose a third of the games you play. What it really comes down to is what do you do with that other third of games? I mean, it's inevitable you're going to lose a third of the games you play. You just are. From the law of averages and numbers and the randomness of the game, you're going to lose. So, fans just, when we lose a game, it's okay. We're not going to go undefeated. We're not, bottom line. But, you couldn't ask for a better start. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, the other thing is I'm looking forward to a basketball game tonight. Listen, I don't care what win or lose or whatnot. I just support my team no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm the same way, man. I mean, hey, we're all still here watching, talking about it. So it's you never know. It's the SEC tournament. It's the postseason. I mean, again, you never know what might happen, but we'll see. We'll see. That's all you can say is we'll see. I mean, listen, that's the beauty of the postseason. What it does is it makes everybody 0-0, right? Everybody has a fresh sense of hope and optimism, and who knows what might happen. You know what I mean? Everybody feels that way, but I don't know. It's just I guess I've seen crazier things, but there's no reason for me really to believe that things will be different. But again, you never know. So.
Oh yeah, Chris. Listen, if Chris, if this is my last game, the school they're gonna have to make a tough decision, huh, Chris?
I mean, you're saying if we lose, they're gonna have to make a tough decision. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yes.
I mean, listen, I don't think I don't see the administration firing Frank Martin. I don't see that. I'd be shocked. I really would. I'd be absolutely shocked. Now, again, would he consider walking away, retiring, taking another opportunity? Maybe. I don't think he would, but maybe. But USC firing him? Nah, I mean, I don't see that happening. I don't think that's on their to-do list, their priority list of, oh, you know what? In the meantime, we need to go get a new head basketball coach. I just don't see that being at the top of their list of things they want to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And Chris, you got to think what's best for the fans, what's best for the administration and the players, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just you got to really have a sit-down conversation and look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself what direction is the program going. I'd ask Frank Martin that specifically. Nobody's done it either. Nobody's had the stones to sit down and look him in the face and ask him directly, Coach, give me reasons why this program is going in the right direction, why we should feel optimistic and hopeful that things are going to turn around, that it is going in the right direction. Like, give us some actual context, not just these BS pre-canned coach speak answers. Like, why should I believe that it's going in the right direction outside of what you have already done? Like what's going on now and that's going to lead to future success that we can lean on? Because again, I asked that question to fans. I and I don't get an answer because nobody can tell me. There is no reason or anything to, it's not like we have some elite recruiting class. It's not like, we can go hire new assistants like football. I mean, it just kind of is what it is right now. Football is building.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball is doing what they're doing. Basketball is just kind of there. They're just kind of there. So how are you going to change that? How are you going to get people excited for South Carolina basketball again? That's my question. And it might take a new head coach. I don't know, but it might. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But, and again, I don't think they fire him after this year or anything like that. I certainly don't think so. And I've said before, I'm not a fire Frank Martin guy right now. And I don't think that's necessarily, the move. I don't think that's the move that's going to solve all your problems, firing mid-pandemic and all that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm also to the point where, hey, they could fire him tomorrow, but I really wouldn't bat an eye, bro. I'd be like, you know what? Well, hey, at least we got something to talk about this offseason because, I think the program is dead otherwise. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Because it's been the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough sledding, man. It's been tough sledding. There's no other way to put it. It's just been rough. It's been very rough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Chris, that's hard to say, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, Justin. Let's pull the Cocks through tonight. Let's try to find a way to get that dub.
Oh, yeah. I hope we get that W tonight. keep my head up, you know.
Yep. For sure, man. Hey, Justin, I always appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
Oh, you right, good. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You right, take care.
Good stuff. Good stuff. 843-790-3377, guys. Got about 10 minutes left. 843-790-3377. Let's see. John Gibbs. John Gibbs has got to keep your losses around 7 to 8 at a maximum, including the conference tournament. They will gut your schedule and pick if you had double-digit losses. Better have some big quality wins. If you have 10 or more to get in the NCAA, because our crappy losses is what kept us out 2 years ago. We only lost 10 or 11 games, I believe. Let's jump back to the phone lines, guys. Phil calling back in. Hey, Phil, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Just hanging out. How are you?
Not too bad. I've been watching the Goosebumps series from back in the day, the TV series on Netflix.
Right.
It's good. I think this is a lot more entertaining than the game's going to be. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you. I love I love people's optimism in the sense of the tournament, and there's newfound life maybe and all, but I tend to agree with you, unfortunately. So
I just want to echo your sentiments about, hats off to people that have been following this team all season long. This is a toxic relationship that we're in with Carolina men's basketball, just like it was with football earlier this year, where we're hoping for the best, and it's really not. The court cocks are just dysfunctional, and it doesn't matter how much we hope and pray and send good vibes to them and hope they can win some games here. It's just not working out. What's interesting is that Frank is expecting a contract talk at the end of this season. He's mentioned that in his press conferences recently, where if with having like 1 or 2 years left, the summer of when that takes place is when he expects to have that conversation. Boy, I would love to be a fly on the wall with Caslin walking in with Ray Tanner to have those discussions with Frank. I think that I would pay to watch that take place.
Yeah,
I really would.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Caslin really comes off as that no nonsense type of dude. And again, Martin's not his guy. Martin's not his guy. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's going to be quite as friendly as probably Ray Tanner will be.
Exactly.
I'll tell you this, by the way, Phil, just kind of on the top of my head, another random storyline. I mean, this is probably if South kind of loses, this is probably the last game you see AJ Lawson in a Carolina uniform.
Ugh, it's so sad too. I mean,
crazy.
AJ is a really good player. I wonder about his draft order of where he's going to go for the NBA draft.
Right.
I don't know if he's put enough out there to be a first-round pick, maybe a second-round pick. I don't know, man. I wish he would come back, but I don't think – I mean, why would he at this point after what's happened with him?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have him back too. I'm just not getting my hopes up. It kind of just feels like he's gonna bolt, you know what I mean? So
right.
But
it's a shame that we weren't able to see him in the NCAA tournament with Carolina to see if we can make any type of run. It's just –
well, I mean, that's
broken dreams.
Yeah, it's like you said, man. That's the most frustrating and agonizing thing about this season is that you just continue to look at the roster and look back and you're like, man, I just can't. I mean, if you'd have told me in the preseason when I was doing my predictions and projections and all that, and of course, obviously, COVID hit, but even with the COVID stuff, if you'd have told me we'd have been this bad, like I just don't think I'd have believed you. I'd have been like, nah, we got too many good players, no way. It's hard to fathom. It truly is hard to fathom how bad we've been.
Yep. And that's why I say there's definitely some dysfunction, like at the core of this team for them to not be anywhere as good as we thought they would be, even with the COVID issues.
Yeah.
Now, playing Ole Miss tonight, that kid from Irmo, he loves playing Carolina. That dude turns into Michael Jordan when he plays us. He might have 40 points tonight.
Yeah, Devontae Shuler. He's a good one. Devontae Shuler's very good.
A guy that grew up in our backyard and went to several hundred miles away to play at Ole Miss. What a miss on that, in terms of recruiting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Another thing I just want to mention real quick.
No, I was just going to say, you're right. He does love playing us. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah. it's almost like he's got some sort of chip on his shoulder. I mean,
yeah, a little bit.
It's wild.
A little bit.
It's wild. But baseball holding it down and giving us hope, thank God, just like we always, kind of expected they would in terms of tradition, putting a winning product on the field for us. And we really, it's great to watch the baseball team this year. It's great to watch them pretty much any year compared to our other sports, men's sports.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, if there's one group of fans that deserves this start, you know what I mean? It's South Carolina fans. I mean, after the frustrations of football and men's basketball, not just this past year, but for the past years, to finally have a team, and it's early, whatever, but to finally have I said this on the podcast, I think that came out today, and I'm sure I'll echo these comments tomorrow, but I mean, it just feels so good to be cheering for South Carolina in like a series or a game that really matters. Not just locally, but like it's a national thing. Like South Carolina, Texas is on the national radar this week, as it should be. It feels so good to be playing in a game that I feel like matters. It's been so long since we could say that. Yeah. It has. Yeah. So can't wait.
Yeah, you're not getting that with basketball or football for sure. So it's just so refreshing to see a team being successful. Much more success, hopefully, for them coming down the road, especially when SEC play starts. That's really when I'm sure people are going to be focused in, because playing these non-conference games, it's like, yeah, that's great, but, we play in the best conference in the country, so let's see how they do against the best.
Yep, it's weekend after weekend, truly a gauntlet. Anybody can beat you, and, of course, you start out with Vandy and Florida, who are, two of the top teams in the entire country. So, again, you're going to find out real quick kind of where you stand and, what type of team you are and what you're made of. But, I like and I know it's very coach speak, but I do like the Kingston approach of, we're just trying to go 1-0 every day. And I think this, again, this team has done a good job of just locking in at the task at hand. And, it seems like every time they've hit a bump of just any piece of adversity, they found a way to overcome it. So, and that's it. Again, it feels good as a South Carolina fan. So many times we've watched our teams, again, football, men's basketball, and even baseball the last couple of years, but we've watched our team so many times get in those situations and fall flat. And this baseball team seems to have that characteristic trait of, and again, I'm not saying they're going to win every single time they're down 2 runs in the 8th inning, but they've shown at least early that they embrace the moment, they embrace the adversity. When things get tough, they get tougher, and that feels good. It feels good to pull for a team like that. So.
Absolutely. It's a good sign. And, they're not allergic to adversity like some of our other teams are. And that's really good to see. Final thing here, Major League Rugby is 9 days away from kickoff. Okay?
I know you're fired up for it.
FS1, FS2, CBS Sports Network. These are, national channels that will be holding, showing the games each week. So I know a lot of people are probably not familiar with rugby that are listening right now, but if you're missing football, check it out. 9 days away. Atlanta has a professional team, so they're probably playing locally there in the Columbia area with their channel. I'm not sure exactly what channel it'll be on, but maybe like FS Sports South or something like that. Yeah, check it out. If you're missing football, rugby is a far superior product, in my opinion, to football, but it's similar. So, check it out. 9 days away. Really excited about it.
Yeah, I was going to say I might have to pick a team. We might have to pick a team, like follow this all season.
There you go. So. Like I said, Atlanta right down the road. Their mascot is actually a rattlesnake. So that's
there we go.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm a season ticket holder for the Free Jacks, so I can't support Atlanta. I never would. But I'll be going to all the games, home games, and I'll be watching all the games, the away games that the Free Jacks play throughout the country. There's 12 teams in total, 6 in the West Coast and 6 on the East Coast there. And it should be a great time. This is their 4th season. Last year was cut short, obviously, because of COVID.
Right.
But this is the 4th full season of professionalism in America. There's a lot of people that are just thrilled about it, but it doesn't have enough views as it should because the product is really, really good. It's fast paced. It's kind of like soccer where there's not a lot of stoppages.
but there's not a lot of pads in rugby. You know, it's mainly just guys putting in a mouthpiece and just running out there with a ball.
Right.
So it's hardcore like hockey and football, and it's a great sport. I've been hooked on it since high school when I first found out about it. So anybody listening, if you're interested and you're missing football, check out Major League Rugby.
Love it. Love it, Phil. Love it.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
You let me run along there.
Yes, sir.
Right,
no, you're good.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, man. Take care. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Going to go ahead and wrap it up. It is 8:30. And kind of take it all in, guys. This, you know, unless South Carolina finds a way to win tonight, this was the last pregame show of the season. So if this is the last pregame, and of course we'll talk postgame, but thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Let's find a way. Go Cox. Beat Ole Miss. One time for the fan base. Do it one time. Do it one time for the faithful. Do it one time for the faithful, guys. Again, thank you so much. Go Cox. Beat Ole Miss. We will talk post-game, guys. Thanks so much.